Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. Social Security is a major source of income for retirees. And that kind of catches me by surprise. I mean, you hear it all the time that like over half of retirees, over half of retirees, Social Security makes up over half their income. But why it surprises me is because if you're around my age, 57, if you're, maybe as old as 62, just about everything you've heard about Social Security has been negative since you've been collecting a a paycheck. It's not going to be there. You don't worry about getting it because you ain't going. It won't be there when you get there. They're going to cut your benefit. They're going to make it means tested. You can't live on it anyway, so why bother? So it surprises me that it turns out when it's time for me to draw, which I got at least 5 years before I can get a nickel of it. But when it comes time for me to draw, it's going to make up such a big part of my income, and I'm going to be like everybody else. It's going to make up over half my income. But they send you can get a projection anytime online. Used to they sent out projection before your birthday, a couple months before your birthday. They'd send it to you in the mail. I don't know if they still send out a paper one or not. I got an account at Social Security, SSA.gov, I think it is. And they send me an email, and I go on and check it out when it's ready. But you can get one. You can download it any time up there. But it's a good site to be on. They have calculators on there. You can project it out. You can adjust your pay and project it out and everything like that. and but I went on and checked it out. You see, and they give you a list of a rundown of your income that they have a record of. And so I checked that out this year. I went and I got 40 years of records since '81 when I first got my actual paycheck, and they started taking taxes out on it. So I just added my income up every year for them 40 years and divided by 40, just to get an average of what I made over my lifetime, according to Social Security. And I come up with 51,200 and something, 288, I believe. I didn't index it. I didn't adjust for inflation. I didn't take only the top 35 like Social Security does. I was just curious what I'd made the past 40 years average wise. And that's what I come up to, a little over 51,000. And they project my income, Social Security payout, when I get to 67, my full retirement age. They projected at $3,087 a month if I continue to work every day for the next 10 years. But I used one of them calculators and I put in zero income for the next 10 years. And the projection they give me on that one was $29.49 a month if I don't work another day until I'm 67 and draw. That's $138 difference a month, $1,600 a year. So I got to work for 10 years every day, making about the same as I am now for $1,600 more a year. No, I ain't doing it. It doesn't. It doesn't pay for me to keep on working. $1,600 a year, man. That's a lot of time, a lot of headache for that $1,600, and it's not worth it for me. But you take at $2,900, you take what 1450. That'd be what 4350. That'd be what our payout would be because you're going to have to take half of spousal support. The wife doesn't have enough quarters to qualify, so she'll get half of mine. And we're both the same age, so we're both claiming in the same year, but we won't see the full effects till the next year. But $4,300, what's that? 48 and 3 and 36. It's 51,000 something, almost $52,000 a year. You add my pensions in with that, it's 18 grand. You're talking 70 grand a year at 67 in 10 more years. That's almost what I make now. I mean, it's going to be a big part of my retirement. I never thought about it, never for one time until about the past 10, 15 years, how big a part it's going to be. Without it, there's no way I could go now. I could not retire now without that future income coming towards me later. Because if you look at it, I mean, heck, man, that'd be $70,000 before I even spend a nickel in retirement with my own money. Now, the ideal thing for me to do, the smart thing, would be to stay in there to 67. Now, I'd never have to touch my anything I'd have saved. Just if I did, it would be nothing. But as it is, by going early, I'm gonna have to draw out quite a bit until 67. But I mean, I still have, if all things go right, I should still have money in my 401. So I ain't even touching my brokerage account, IRA, or cash in the bank unless it's an emergency of some kind. I'm just basically going off my 401. But that Social Security is it's a big boost to people. It really is. And I just never realized it. Now people say, hey man, they can cancel that at any time, because it's broke. It ain't, you know, they can, you know. It's an easy fix. They just, it's a political fix. It's a man-made fix that they can do to it. It just depends on who they want to upset the most. I mean, they want to upset the 50 or 60 million people that are almost guaranteed to vote in elections, or they want to upset somebody else. That's they just have to get the nerve to do something about it. And I don't see it happening until the last second because it's a big thing. But heck, the government, if past couple of years taught you anything, the government can do any daggone thing they want. I mean, they can confiscate your daggone 401 if they want. There ain't a darn thing we can do about it. But I tell you, when you start messing with people's money, that's usually when they buck you the most. So I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they could, but I don't see them. I don't see them doing away with Social Security. They're gonna have to change it a little bit, but they're gonna have to start charging more taxes or something. I just don't think that they're willing to put 50 or 60 million people into poverty like that. Not as big of as a benefit it is, or an income stream as it is for retirees. I don't know. It's my thoughts, but at least you'll have an idea if you average about 50 grand a year what your Social Security might be. Y'all take care. We'll talk to y'all later.